Oftentimes clients, they do want something that they don't necessarily have at the moment. And so I look at the fact that a person called me and they've got $5,000 in coverage that they recently got. They're trying to get $25,000 with me. They're currently paying probably like $40 or $50 or whatever it is for 5,000. And then here I am trying to get them 5 times more than what they have. And they're telling me that they need to think about it, or that they should, let me look at my budget, or any objection that would keep them from making a decision and doing it today. Well, I have to look at the fact that, like, have you ever had 25,000 before? Probably not. And then, ma'am, what are you trying to get this $25,000 policy to do for you? Obviously, when I'm talking to the customer, I'm not talking this quickly. Like, I'm slowing it down. I'm really digging in, and I'm gonna give you an example of the pace. I'd say, Miss Jones, so right now you got $5,000 in coverage. What would you like that amount of coverage to do for you? And then they say, oh, well, maybe I want a burial, and I want to leave some extra money to my kids. Fantastic. So we can get the burial done. Does it need to be really fancy? Oh, well, not really. I just want something very simple. And then you say, okay, great. Well, we can get simple done for, maybe 7,000. I'm being real with you. You don't need to spend a fortune to these funeral homes if you don't want to. And then we'll just make sure that all the extra money goes to your kids. Now, have you ever had a more than $5,000 in coverage? They might tell you that they had it a long time ago, or they had it in the past. Okay, great. Well, right now, I would highly recommend that instead of, trying to get 25, let's do something. My clients live on a very fixed income. They're going to say, oh, I live on a fixed income. Yeah, well, that's, or maybe she doesn't even bite on that. Maybe she says, no, I've got retirement, and I've got a pension, and my husband passed away and he was in the military for 20 years, and I worked for Xerox for 30 years. So we're good. We're doing fine. You probably can gauge that they're making $5,000, $6,000 a month, which is actually more than some of our clients make. So then at that moment, I'm like, okay, well, maybe she really is considering a big policy, but does she have certainty that she's getting the best price? So then that's where I have to say, hey, look, I work with about 25 carriers. I look at all of them side by side. I see which one's going to get you the lowest cost with the most amount. And then I'm going to save you the time and hassle of having to talk to 15 different people and shop around to get the best deal. Okay. And by the way, ma'am, do you even remember the name of the agent who helped you? Did they do a good job? Because I want to become their agent. I want to be their agent for life. And I want to be there for them when they need me, so they can call me, they can text me, they can email me, and they don't have to be put on hold for half an hour with some big company. Now let's hold on for a sec. So the last thing I want to say as I wrap this up is just that, ma'am, can I make a recommendation? She's going to say, sure. My recommendation, because I know what you're trying to do. Would you agree that any amount of money that we could get for you today would be better than what you currently have? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we could get. So I would recommend, let's get you another 5, maybe another 10,000. That could put you at $10,000 or $15,000 in total coverage. And then let's make sure that this works for you, ma'am, because I do not want to overcharge you and cause a problem for you. People appreciate the fact that we are looking out for what would work for them comfortably, because the last thing that we want for you, Miss Jones, is for you to get this insurance, you make a couple payments, and then you can't keep it up anymore, and then you basically just threw that money away. We don't want that. People then at that moment, they realize, number one, that we are genuinely looking out for them, because we are, and we're looking out for their long-term needs, not just that short-term desire. And that's my speech for the day, and I'm going to leave you with that.